morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, universe. My name is Barrister Pink Republic, aka the Princess of Umogu, and welcome to the Pink Republic TV show. A lot has been happening in Nigeria. You know, that is a Thursday show, so it's like we are giving you a roundup of things that started happening from Sunday. Most people don't even know that Sunday is the first day of the week. Do you know that? Today is Throwback Thursday. A lot of people have been trading up stuff on social media. Do you remember? But the things happening in Nigeria is like seasonal film. Every week Nigeria release new season, new film. Like, as Z World need to contract Nigeria. Z World need to contract Nigeria. Only this week, 2 artists died. Female artists, one Fuji House of Promotion star. The other one, Ada Amen. Ada Amen have been crying that she's depressed. A lot of people say she's on drugs. You see this social media of a thing. So people are in their houses detecting for you. That's why anybody that knows me, if you are somebody that is negative on my comment, I block you immediately. I don't waste time. People always leave people, they say it's fans. What crazy fan is that? Have you gone to my Instagram account? Do you see how many people here? Because if you talk nonsense, I just block you. I don't need all those crazy fans. It's like some people are in their house, their names are haters. That's their first name. They just want you to post your goodwill or for you to complain that you are suffering. They will now make it say something that will purge you and you go and commit suicide. Some people are saying, hey, she wouldn't have died. Who told me she wouldn't have died? Are you the owner of any life? You think that if doctors can save everybody's world, even Abraham will save their life? What do you mean that she wouldn't have died? That her daughter, an adult daughter, she had that daughter when she was 14 years old. She grew up with that girl. She said she suffered so much just to train that girl. And that girl just died at her prime. No grandchildren, nothing to console her at least. You know, you say thinking can make blood enter your brain. She was eating good food. Didn't people see the banga she was working in that video? Does she look like she was not enjoying herself? But the thinking, the words people see. That's why most time people always complain that I don't like commenting on their page. Because why? If I have nothing good to say, I will reserve my comments. When you post beautiful picture, I will say beautiful, nice. But if I have nothing to say about the post you post, I just close my mouth. Because if the person dies tomorrow, most people that insulted at that MM, when she came out to talk about her depression, especially when somebody was harassing her, that they paid her for a job and she refused to do, and she's talking about her depression stage. I'm sure the person that was pressurizing her for the job, that come and do the job, will come and carry her dead body now to do the job. Compassion, we lack compassion. That's our problem. We lack compassion. Now, her friend, Empress Seaman, carrying picture, I was crying to open register for her. If I get an innocent picture, she's a star for Christ's sake. Empress Seaman is a star. I don't know this upcoming generation. We watch her now. Do you know how many films Empress Seaman has acted? She has acted so many films. So there's no way that she's not crying, that somebody will not say, let's snap it to Empress Seaman is crying. Now, another actress, they call Etinosa. She said the whole thing looks so staged. Madam, you even came on live TV today, we watched you this morning, to say you lost your father. That's why you were feeling that the grief. I lost my mother, I was still recording. Because you know why? Most of the things I was recording, I started noticing it through the video when I watch it back. You know what I'm telling you? I was sobbing. Anybody that remember when my mom were burying my mother, I was sobbing, but my video, I was still doing live video. Most of the things happening around me, I did not know. My eye was not even there. Because when I went back to watch the video, as I said, since even people were trying to talk to me, I don't even know that they were talking to me. And you think sorrow is staged. Yes, that in the middle is possible. In the middle is they have association of mourners. It's yes, people pay them. Especially those that don't have large family to come and cry for people in their burial. So people pay mourners. They will cry, Papa, Mama. They bury. But you can't still judge them. Because you don't know if it's true or real. What about the actress that will act film and be crying? Some of them say they think of what has happened in their life and they use it to act film and you gave them a word. So I don't like people, anybody that knows me know I don't like judging people. I don't like judging people. That I'm eating rice and I'm videoing it is my problem, not your problem. If you want to decide to keep your life quiet, don't use your quiet and private lifestyle to be disturbing people that life supposed to be quiet and all those things doesn't concern anybody. You understand? If you decide on your own that you don't want anybody to know your lifestyle, nobody should know your husband or your children, don't use your body to disturb other people. It is what? Your choice. And we will respect it. But if you say you don't want to share with other people, also know that they might actually not share with you. In fact, I'm even praying that Facebook should have a button whereby you can individually go to somebody's page and press this person cannot see anything I post, though we are friends. You don't understand? As your page is blank, my page will be blank to you. So it's only those I want for them to view my page. I will view my page. Let's be blanking ourselves. So don't judge anybody. People also came out and said you are people celebrate people when they are dead. Do you know how tough this Nigeria is? People go out in the morning looking for their daily bread. You think they think about the next person? All what they are thinking of, how am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to fuel my gen? How am I going to do this? Even the person that is even thinking might have been the one to die, and the other person did not also think about that. Have you ever thought of that? So if people come out for somebody and celebrate the person after the person is dead, it's not a bad thing. People should stop criticizing. To me, you only criticize because you just want to talk. Let them put you on internet and write about it. So you are part of the cloud chasers for talking. You understand? I can meet somebody 2 or 3 times in the lifetime. Does it mean the person is my friend? I would have snapped picture with the person. Does it mean the person is my friend? But if I hear something happen to the person, I will put it out there then. Yes, I have met this person. I was a little girl when Sonny Okosun and Onyeko Wenu, we had a show. I was a little girl in National Theatre back then. So it was not like now that they have phone camera. The brochure of the program, I gave it to them to sign their autograph for me. Do you understand? As evidence that I met. I still have Sonny Okosun's original signature on that program. I kept it. Onyeko Onwenu signed by the side. So tomorrow I will now say, oh, Sonny Okosun, and someone will not tell me their class chasing. Because I met him as a little girl. I was performing on stage at National Theatre. And it was Buba Mawa's wife that organized something for widows. As a child, Onyeko Onwenu is watching me. Sonny Okosun is watching me. So when I saw this, I said, let this thing we are doing round up. So I will rush. Even Ruth Benebisa Opia, if you know that newscaster, was there. But before I turned around, I didn't see her again. And you are telling me I'm clout chasing because I speak of somebody. I've met so many artists now, Shei, all of them. They've done live videos with me. Are you saying it's clout chasing when I wished her when she gave birth? No, now. Iyabo, you know how many times I've met Iyabo during my life? And you're telling me I'm clout chasing for wishing her happy birthday? No, now. So I always tell people that why is other people's happiness or speech bothering you? Why? Is it because you are not the one doing it? Then if people condemn like have a contrary view to what you are saying, people always have a problem with it. It's okay if people have a problem with what I'm saying, but I've said my piece. I don't need to argue with you to prove a point that I am the one that is right. That's the mistake people always make. They want to sell their view, so that they'll say I'm the one that is right or have the last say. Me, I'm somebody, anybody that knows me, I don't want to have the last say of anything. I can stay here with you and decide not to gist with you. It's my choice. So we should stop it. All this is now like internet is now for a place of condemning people. Let's crucify the person. Then you that is crucifying the person might have a hidden agenda for trying to crucify that person. But the people following you don't know that you have hidden agenda. You have to be very careful. How we follow people and condemn somebody. Why not stand in the middle? Listen to this person, say, okay. End it there. But you will see 200 and something thousand because people are arguing. What are you arguing on the internet? Plus ghosts on the internet. They will leave cemetery and be pressing phone from the cemetery. And you are arguing with the ghosts. Some people are dead. Some people are dead. But they are still, because they know that you don't know that they are dead. Let us not close eyes to these things. They will use phone and be arguing you. So the living and the dead, they are having conversation. And you will tell the person, I will deal with you. You are telling the ghost. I see people threatening people on social media. Who do you know the person you are talking to? Is it one babalawo that is holding one score of head? Or putting it on his leg and typing this thing? You will not tell him, you don't know who I am. I will deal with you. Or is he a reverend father or a pastor that need all these pastors? They always believe that only them know God. If you don't come to them to pray to God, your prayer will not be answered. Now all those kind of people you want to be arguing with on the internet. Be very careful so you know where your life begins and where your life ends. So let's move on to other interesting topics. The national grid has collapsed. I'm coming. National grid has collapsed. Sorry, this thing has been on. I'm coming. I'm trying to check something. Something just was on. The national grid has collapsed. And Atiku Abubakar has come out to say, what is going on? This national grid, every time, it will rise and it will fall. National grid. Nigeria, what's the next step for this our national grid? If you have not bought solar and inverter till now, I don't know if you are in this country. Solar and inverter now is the new thing now. People should be looking out for. They should not be looking out for national grid. There's now something called sun grid. If rain is falling, that is when the sun will not shine. But don't be waiting for national grid again. We should look for alternatives apart from the grid. There are windmills. When people use windmill, a whole community we use one large windmills. But you know that they are always looking out for birds, how to protect the birds so that birds will not go in and die. So that's why they don't even encourage the windmill something. Yes. So Nigeria should be looking for alternative what you call am, yes, alternative measures to all this light thing, because it's becoming ridiculous that every time we are screaming about the national grid, only this year, eh, 6 times. Does it make sense? Everybody that I was born in the 80s now, I've never heard of national grid collapse. I started hearing it of recent. You now start asking your parents, what is national grid? Because you don't know what is national grid. Because even the lights, at least there's lights in those days. I told somebody that in those days, generator is not as rampant as now. The way all of us now have generator, it was not rampant. If somebody have generator, people say the noise your generator is causing, you get another building, oh, this and that another building. Then everybody in the neighborhood will not see you as a bad person. When we were growing up in Apapa, we had a company called Photo Clinic. They were the ones that have this diesel generator that the thing will be coming out. Throughout the day, you will not hear anything because everywhere is too quiet. So you only will be hearing to. So if people are passing their house, these people are so noisy. These people are so noisy because television will be 24 hours. We start television 4 o'clock. When you know they reach 12 o'clock, they sing national anthem. Go sleep. So that time people are sleeping. There's not like phone to press. So you are forced to close your eyes and seek the face of Jesus and wake up the next morning to continue your day. If you even stay at home, except you have video to watch some things, if you stay at home, nothing to watch because it's not going to come on until 4 p.m. What is happening today? 24 hours children. It was DBN now. DBN came and changed the game plan. And everybody started sitting on. DBN, I don't know if people remember, DBN gave us movies. It was from DBN I watched Titanic. Every night in the movie, Evie or Bahon, I will never forget that night. Everybody in our house will go and carry blankets from their rooms, come to the sitting room. Which movie is DBN giving us today? That's why when people are talking and say people are doing throwback, people are forgetting DBN. DBN tried. Yes, NTA tried to give us all the British movies, you know, Doctor Who and so on. But DBN made us to be watching the current ones. We watched Titanic at home. Everybody that night, I cried. Jacko, Dayo, Jacko. That Titanic, I watched it 3 times before I convinced myself that film is not real. Especially when that first time when she was trying to blow whistle, said she would stay alive. I was there shouting, blow fast, hey, the boat is going on. I followed the art film. Is that I'm telling you? After watching that film, I probably wonder my life. And because my name is also Rose, I was a child. Imagine myself if I'm the one. DBN tried. I watch films now. Is it Terminator? No, DBN tried. And that time in those days, we all have video senders. These are video senders that come to, we call it one like satellite. People are playing film, send your own. I don't know if that thing is still operating, video senders. Even drop your comment. Do video senders still exist? Drop your comments, let me know. Then you tell your neighbor, what are you watching? Put your video sender. We now start, you know, in those days it's like we now start searching for the channel where it is appear. Hey, yes, so. But the day I hear video sender was one evening, 7 p.m. Some people were watching, you know, they will call it blue film. And they put video sender. And you know it's a crime to watch even kissing film. Me, child of God, that kind of thing came up. I was like this. Ah, Ibado. But one of my eye don't watch and they go. my eye don't watch don't watch the some of the action. I don't they go there. Blood of Jesus, this is what these people are watching. That's when parents now start saying, be very careful what you are watching. Please send it that kind of thing. If not you, your thoughts now you send that. Let me also remind you people that we have two of our musicians behind the scene. So I'll see by the time I round up the entertainment news, I will start with Neboy. He came first. Then I'll go over to Seaman. So continue, we're still watching. I want to bread sellers, people selling bread nationwide, they are now going on strike. What puzzles me about this thing is that back in those days, bread, bread, us that know how to travel abroad when we are small going and coming, the bread thing is always surprising when you go abroad and it's like a staple food. Because in Nigeria here, we have days when you eat some kind things. Rice and stew is only on Sunday. And it's a delicacy. I ate bread because my grandmother had bakery. You understand? So that's why I will say I see bread. But if you check homes, bread is not something you eat every day. That's why people are not fat in those days. Because the way they stay strong when you eat all these carbohydrates is days. You understand? Then blue bands now came with their wahala. Blue band now say, if you watch the adverts in those days, all the adverts they did in those days, they didn't want to finish us. You will want to be part of that advert and do what the guy is doing. So you will eat blue band and have energy. You now cut the sliced bread. And that is how the guy's face is on the advert. So when you want to eat it, you do like this. With like say, I dey eat what that guy is eating. In those days, people are not big the way we are big now. Because meat pie, ask my siblings, pork pie on Lagos Island then, is even this what's it called? Is it TUC? I believe they call it USC. Yes. There's one meat pie they do. You will be saying I went to USC. This mineral we are drinking, all this mineral, it was 3 top. The cup of 3 top is white. The bottle is like this. That cup of 3 top, my mother would pour it and pour it in one jar and pour water. The thing too sweet, sir. That one small shot, all of us will now drink it and we'll be feeling high. That in my house we drink 3 top. Now, crates of mineral. They now remove from crate of mineral to bottle this disposable. Look at all our gutters. Our health is in danger. Our health. They should declare state of emergency on people's health. Who is drinking all those mineral? You understand? Mineral. Somebody will just wake up. Hey, the sun is too hot. He drink water. He go come back again. The sun is too hot. He drink water. In a day, that person can drink 5. So when people are saying that how come our mothers they are slim in those days and now people are getting fat, look at what they were eating in those days. They were content. They were okay that I will hold my longer throat till Sunday to eat rice. In those days when we are going to weddings, it's not rice. There's something they call packings. They put it in nylon or iron foil. You will just see small chin-chin, small fried meat, and one small thing that will just follow it like puff puff. When you know, is when you go to a home party, you will now see pounded yam and egusi. So some people will say, after wedding, we go to home party because that's there the food dey. So that home party is to go and know where the bride and the groom is living. We were content. Cake sometimes they will not even share it. Because they have to share it among the bride and the groom's family. Except sometimes they will say, you know, the caterer will just decide to share. Now it's compulsory to share that cake for everyone. All of us must eat it. Our diets have changed. I always tell people, what changed? So now, bread seller, see, 2 things. So we have taken over China from rice. Nigeria will tell you, I want to have a party, a big party. Man, let me talk like Jennifer. I want to have a big party. There will be jollof rice, there will be fried rice, there will be your father's rice, there will be white rice and stew, there will be basmati rice. In short, I will give you all this. You know how many rice when they don't mention here? Then the money when go small, that is the protein. Why in those days they eat more protein, more than the carbohydrate. So we need to change our diets. So bread now want to go on strike. Housewife that don't want to cook anything, now you go have to learn how to. I tell people that everybody go and learn how to bake bread. Yes! It thank God for YouTube. Thank God for YouTube and other social media outlets. Go there and check how can I bake bread. Do trial and error with time become fair. What is there for you to wear koi the way they show us on TV? Wear one tight gown and mix the flour and bake bread for your family. Is it a crime? So if these people want to go on strike, we are still eating bread. We should learn how to, this uncooked food, people should learn how to go back to it. Bread on strike. Even me as a day like this now, I have to go and check out if I have flour. I go bake bread. I know how to bake bread. That try and error I use reach there. It's not that I learn how to. But I'm sure that if I bake the bread will be eaten. If they go on strike now, somebody was supposed to have 50 naira bread not reach like this. That's even there. I don't know the area where she used that. When I put a shock, I did shock when she going to say, this is how 50 naira bread is. I say, which area is that one? He said, this is our area. Oh, do they still eat 50 naira bread? At least some 200 naira bread. Now they sell around here. You're going to tell somebody there around here, say, do you have 50 naira bread? So I will find out from her which area she even see the 50 naira bread. People should go and learn how to cook. Do home cooked things. It's cheaper when you cook at home. I always tell people, it's cheaper. How much is flour? Some people sell paint, 1,718, 2,000 for that paint. If you use that half to bake bread, your family will eat bread 1 week. Use yeast, correct yeast, you go make a rice. Don't use butter, use groundnut oil. So it go still soft, even as you want make it rice. And they give you small tips. So if they want to go on strike, they say, hey, yeah, we're not going to meet them. But what they are complaining is diesel. High cost of this, high cost of this, high cost of that. But go to Jonathan say, when we use akpu flour, nobody, everybody don't think of akpu, hey. Our boy does that. But not if somebody think of this flour what they use. It might even be coming out from that same akpu side. But because they don't refine them, everybody they do tush. First bake the bread, not like go slap like akpu first. We should be looking inward. What do we have here in Nigeria that will make our life better? Everything import, even though it's toothpick. Everything there, the import this thing has increased. Well, have you ever thought of if Ncha won't live like a rising agent? Yes. You never can tell. Ncha won't live and won't be a rising agent. Go and study. What's the ingredients this food puts in that right to make it yeast? You'll be shocked and surprised. You know the apple water, you know it ferments. You never can tell. Even palm wine. Blessed and rising agents, and they notice her. But it's a way somebody that will be very good with studying when to use it or how to use it. You arrive there. Not be somebody when say started to bake banana bread. Who they chop banana bread before? People started having diabetes. They can't say people when they get diabetes still want to eat something that is sweet. Somebody now think of it and say, okay, if I do banana bread or apple bread, the person will still taste it. So we have to be smart. So at this point, I will round up. Everybody, I want to advise everybody to take out their time. Go and learn something. Cook. Oh! Stop buying things outside. 1 derica of beans. Some places 800, some places 500, some places 600. But that the of beans, we put better water, make rice more, cook and well. Your family don't chop for that day. When you go buy food from mama put 800 naira cannot solve it. So thank you for listening, and I will start with our first guest. Yeah, thank you. Yes, so at this point, I will start with our first guest. His name is Neboy. Neboy, please. Let's clap for him, please. Sit down there and hold the pillow to be a hold. There's a pillow behind you. Hold it. Yes. Aha. Let me do your microphone. Hello. So hold it here. All the buttons work different function. And please be audible and also face the camera. So Neboy, what are your real names?
My name is Neboy. I grab a little boy, I go back to see the house workers.
Let me call her Pasuma no single.
I grab, I see.
Okay. I thought it's your village you are talking about. Okay. So, Neboy,
Yes, ma'am.
which part of Nigeria are you from?
I'm from Enugu State.
You know in Nigeria now you have to be asking origin. We have to be putting it in the face of the country to they fizzle it out.
I'm a new boy from Enugu State.
Yes. The one that took the bold step, but I don't know why Nigeria is not doing that. I would have loved that one day, that's my dream, that I ask you where are you from, say I am in Nigeria. And it ends there. You don't need to tell me you're from Enugu anywhere. You understand? So ahead. So federal government, I'll put it to your face until you answer me. So, what was your journey like? Your music. Which year did you start your journey?
Well,
Be audible so that they also hear you.
well, I started back in 2013, back in Abuja.
In Abuja.
When I was
That's
planning,
it. They are not hearing you. See my voice and your voice.
okay. I started back in 2013, back in Abuja.
Yes.
So when I was learning on work, when the situation came to me, I started writing down lyrics.
Yes.
So all of a sudden, people started hearing me and said, okay, I should work more on that.
Yeah.
So, and that's the way. I never give up. I keep on working day by day.
Now let me ask you now, when you say people, I always tell people say the most deceitful people are your friends. Some of them don't tell you the truth. So are they your friends or where you went to perform?
But most people are still with
Okay.
sometimes places that I don't perform.
Okay.
And also with
And they like it. So now will I call you? I think there's a new genre of native rappers. They've been Fuji all this while. So there's now like our Igbo reading now that is going around.
the female.
Igbo lyrics. It's like somehow the reggae thing. Once you put it out there now, it will be played in one issue spot. So are you part of is your lyrics like the Igbo lyrics? So who do you look up to?
I look up to because it was one that made me.
Philo for Oka, where I come from, the guy has been pushing this Igbo rap. I'm a flavor, you don't like flavor?
I like to more.
Okay, someone like me, I'm not like you, I really like Casey. Yes, I really like Casey. I really admire the way the guy can switch from different kind of songs. And he's still relevant. You know? He now gave us the last floor when he now decided to do gospel. General praise or something like that. You know, I like people that try to experiment. Yeah. The same person will now come and say the cocoa, the baby is winding ways. You know, I think he just sing anything that comes to mind. Now I'm going to do this. You understand? So let me ask you, music, promotion of music is a problem in Nigeria, especially for upcoming stars. What are your challenges promoting yourself?
Well, just like what I just said, it's a very big challenge. I don't have anybody who is responsible, but I don't need to give up. I keep on trying my best. But I'm not been easy because sometimes you need to play DJ from the outside before I can perform your stage.
Jesus.
Because I think the official where I play 8,000, not for
Just for you to perform. It's supposed to be you, they are paying you.
because For now, I don't have anything. I don't have anything. So I'm not passionate that. I don't want to.
Yes. I like your spirit. Say one day everything will be improved. But this Nigeria, the way Nigeria is going, that one day is looking too far. You might just wake up, never will just take the night. So it's like 1 hour. Nigeria is, we are living per hour in Nigeria. That's the truth. We are living per hour. I remember I think few days ago, people could not even load their NEPA bill because they said they were having upgrade and all that. Nigeria. There's no alternative for it. So if your bill finish that period, go and buy fuel and all your check. I don't know. I think that's why we do well when we do outside the country. But we have gone through things. Nigeria is let me tell you, I always say Nigeria is an experience. If you want to be appreciated outside in this world, come and live in Nigeria first. And have the experience. You'll be a better person. If I'm saying it to everybody around the world, if your child is an agent, all those billionaires around the world, and your child doesn't want to do anything, send them to Nigeria. It's a working experience. To live in Nigeria is a job. You think and outside the box, your mind will be working. I'm telling you, that's another package Nigeria should be looking at. You can make money from it. Experience Nigeria, then go back home a better person. So let me ask you, your parents, were they in support of your career?
Well, my mama gave me her blessing, but she still can't.
Okay.
When she looked at her, she
You know the problem about parents is that because they are not seeing the money.
So I don't know my father actually. I was young when he died. So my mom died in 2016. So when she moved to go
It's interesting.
so she always encouraged me.
They are not an orphan because there's God. Even me, I don't have father, I don't have mother again. But I always tell people the word orphan, I think it should be better used for children. You understand? Because a child that is an orphan does not know how to help. But you as an adult, surely your parents will grow old and die. So there is this preparation that one day they will go. You understand? So just see as their time has come and they go. No, you can't question them. You understand? Then your music. The song you're going to perform for us today, what's the title? So how did you come about it?
Actually, it's a love story.
Somebody broke your heart.
Something like that.
Oh my God.
Something like that.
All these heartbreakers, why?
But I didn't see it that way.
Okay. The lady is still working in this office of
She's from Barrister. I grew up in George.
I hope she has listened to the song. Send it to her. Choose somebody. Listen to Doka. It's true. Because you created the song around her. You understand? So those kind of songs will be interesting. So when did you do the song?
Last year.
Last year. So have you won any award or nomination for any of those songs?
Yes, I have not been to that.
You have not been to that level, and you're on People Public Television. You're already on that level. You understand? So, there's what I wanted to ask you, but I want to see the way to put it together. Your career now, you say you are sponsoring yourself. So, what's the hope for music? Because sometimes this thing can frustrate you, entertainment can frustrate you, especially when you are not making it. So, are you seeing yourself dropping it or you are still on it? Remain on it. So, do you have any other side job you do apart from music?
So now, I work at this.
Okay, the security. I say I want people to hear you because some of these guys, you see them in studio, they don't want to do anything. They believe one day now they will blow, and that day will not come, and time is passing them by. Now you are doing security now. Probably, you don't get sister. But let's say not they reach there. You don't be like person gets his pack. But let's say they carry weight and if it dodge bullets. Yes, anything can make you blow. I know somebody that is doing security. Yes, I'm seeing that is security outfits in all these rallies now. But he started small. No, I'm talking about the guy that is doing security. He started small. But now I'm seeing rallies where you go to do security. Yes. So you never can tell where your this thing for movie. Have you ever experimented like in movie I can do security to use your talents even as you're making money, I can also do it in a movie. I always tell people entertainment is not just one thing, it's different things. Yes, it's movie, it's fashion, it's even thank God for all this online. Most people that are making it in this entertainment online we're not giving chances in real life. That is the truth. Go and quote me anywhere. All the online comedians and go and find out their history. Why they don't blow before they started online? It's because nobody gave them the opportunity. They did not even see anything good in them. Now that they now started eating money, ahead, you will not say, I know him now. That's how we say people say hustle for yourself. Nobody should do it for you, do it for yourself. With the power of God, believe in yourself. So now there are other musicians like you now trying to come up to become like either Davido or Burna Boy. What advice do you have for them?
Well, it's not magic. It can't just happen overnight. You need to work on yourself. So believe in God and walk over the thing you're doing. One day it will come out in reality. That's just it. Keep on doing it.
But also that person doing it.
Keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. Many people will criticize you. Many people like they're wasting your time. But it's only you that know what you believe in. You know, so keep on doing it.
I'm touched.
Like even in my own family, they don't really believe in this music. You get that video. But outsiders are appreciating my work.
You are now live on TV. Tell them you're live.
I will never
you have posters to prove.
I will never give up.
Yeah.
I will never give up.
Yes. Never give up.
You shall it excel one day.
Amen. Amen. Don't pass that. They give you phone and you see somebody bring the offering box. So now, your phone, because you're about to perform, don't forget to stand up. You can drop the pillow behind you so that you have the stage to yourself. Yeah. Yes, who's the mic? Yeah, I'm a backup. Use this.
You said that?
Yeah.
Neboy.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. It's like a beat.
Wow. Who was? Hey!
You said
What? I want to say very big thank you to you. So you sit back behind and we have to call Seaman. Just like the way he watched you, the way to watch it. So let's clap for him. So go behind Seaman. Seaman, sit down here and hold the pillow. It's your turn. Hello. Hold it here.
Hey, hi, I'm everyone.
This Seaman. So
So,
Seaman, you have to explain yourself because some people get to my inbox and say, Seaman, which one is Seaman? Hey, they don't show themselves. This Nigerian self. Is he a court member? I say, don't ask me. So tell me, how did it come about? So,
the name is Seaman. Yeah, my name is Simon. So when I was in school, some people they used to mistake my name. So when from now, I was just saying Simon. So he started calling me Seaman, like a nickname. So when I'm
those
doing
kind of
music,
things can hook.
and I said, oh, let me just use this name. Seaman.
Those kind of names
So
only.
that's just it. So most of my friends knows me as Seaman.
Seaman.
So I can't-
And when you say Simon, also is that until
Yeah,
they mention
yeah.
that name.
Yeah.
So Seaman, tell us your journey in the industry. How did you start?
Actually, I've been singing. I started singing when I was in church.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been singing since when I was
Like a choir.
Yeah, a choir. So I've been singing since like 14 years. 14 years.
Oh my
So I've been
God.
singing for 14 years. So it's something I've been doing.
So have you received any award locally or international or nomination if possible?
For now, no.
Okay.
But for now, I've really performed on let me say,
Different places,
yeah,
yes.
different places.
I saw you the last award you performed yourself. And like I said, I recorded live. If people were following me on Sunday, he was the one that was performing. I wrote Seaman. So this is Seaman, right?
Yeah, that's me. Seaman.
So Seaman, I want to find out about you. Like I asked the other guests, people are having problems promoting themselves. We are having an outbreak in the industry whereby it's like they are now having clicks.
Yeah. Yes.
Clicks of winners and clicks of losers. That is the truth. So now we are trying to, what my studio is trying to do is to break that chain down. It's a place you don't walk in, book time, you want to come and showcase what you got. We are not limiting anybody. Like I said, it's not limited to just music. There have been actors here that have delivered their monologues live here. There have been caterers that have come to tell us that we don't need to bake in front of the camera, but they bought the finished product, but they taught you how to bake with this thing. Promoting yourself in this industry. Tell us our challenges. We don't want to hear beautiful stories from you.
I think the challenges about promoting yourself is that sometimes you want to sing in an event, maybe you do some show, but it's always very easy sometimes. Because sometimes on events you go, you don't be paid any money, just perform, So it's always easy. There's some times that you going for events, that's a lot of money to go, because you don't need anything. So that's one of the major challenges that we have. And sometimes, doing your music, taking your music to the top, I've done this show by the A-list artists. Sometimes you have chance of coming down to really see what's really going on down there. And looking at some artists that I love this and love this song. Because it's not all artists that really have the platform to move a bit higher to where they are.
Yes.
I think they can do that coming down to the downstream to see what people are doing there and
Makes sense. Then are you in any of the music associations?
Association.
Like Seaman or any other group?
Yeah, Seaman. For Seaman, there was an event I met Seaman.
Okay.
So we have not. So I'm trying to come up with it. So I think you give.
You know why I'm asking you this question? Because most of these association, my belief is that the essence of joining such association is to lift yourself, but you find out that they are lifting only the people that form the association. They're supposed to be organizing something for the upcoming. You understand? Like if they are having events, it's not good. All the superstars should take a back seat. That's what I always believe. When you form organ, I want them to listen what I have been trying to say. Because most of the time, this organization always believe I attack them. I have a problem that you form all this big association. When it's time for the event for that association, the upcoming stars are still looking like the lab rats. It's still obvious that they are not part of, like, they are just shoved aside. I believe, if you people are listening to me, all the big organizations, I don't want to mention names, but I belong to some of them. My belief is that when you people are having parties like this, use it. Every superstar sit down. Let the upcoming musicians show you what they got. So I can't be going to this event. Somebody that have not been attended meeting for once will not be entertaining me. You don't understand? You now ask yourself, what are the gains of that association? So I always tell people, before you join an association, if you stay with them 2 or 3 months and they are not talking about you or how, why are you there? You understand? Why are you there? Because you are helping them to create crowd to get more fame. That is the truth. Just go solo and go and do your thing.
Because if they are not really giving you the platform,
they're not giving people platform. I've been to so see, there's no be. Now they see me. You have seen me in your. I don't want to mention one, and they know me very well. And they know that if I come there, I don't talk anything good. I'm always the one that they always say that, wow, is it because she's a lawyer? I'm saying it because we need to. I don't know for other people, but I give people an opportunity a lot. Because my generation will go, I've not done anything. You understand? People have children because they want their legacy to continue. So if I am there always till I die, and I did not give anybody space, what legacy are you calling that? You understand? So if all the superstars give all the upcoming in association, step back and watch them perform, I think one, it will help them in their pride. Because most of these superstars, they don't know that they now have pride. When you watch a upcoming watch, you see how humble you started. And 2, it will help the the upcoming to say, I was given a platform in that organization. So let me come back to you.
Okay.
Professionally, when did you start?
I started music. Yeah, that's about 5 years ago, originally.
Okay.
But I don't be lying, there was a time whereby I wasn't too serious again. But later I ended no. But for now.
So why did you make it not serious? You went to find other jobs?
I think then I was really kind of job then.
Okay.
So the job wasn't really giving me much time to really come back to my limelight in the industry, you know. So when I found out that this thing is really giving me kind of constraint, so I have to go push out the job again. You know. So I'm just doing something I was doing that I will not be taking my time.
But you are doing something now.
Yeah, I'm into public relations.
Public relations.
Remember the NFP.
So, you know, why I'm asking you this, when you say professionally, is to know how many singles you have out there.
So now I have two.
So, so what are the titles?
One is Omale Cha Baby.
Yes.
The second one is Yawo Me.
So what inspired the songs?
Yeah, let's talk about Yawo Re. Yawo Re is a song that talks about people out in marriages, you know, nowadays we have marriage because abuse in the marriage whereby the husband is all these things. So Yawo Re is a song just to encourage couples that no matter what, you are in this vow together with your wife. So you don't need to like whatever thing she does, you need to remember the vow and not just beating.
Can I ask you a question? Thank God you sing wedding songs. You know the wedding thing, when you go to wedding, when you wish to get married.
Yeah.
What do you think is the difference between the kind of marriages our parents had back then and the marriages now?
I mean, the gap is very.
Is it because they introduce them to their partners? You know, nowadays now you find your partner. In those days, you'll be washing plates at the backyard. They will not tell you, come and serve this people. You don't know that they are your in-laws to be.
Exactly.
You understand? So is it that because they are learning themselves in the marriage, that's why it's like they live longer together, tolerating everything? Or is it because I've known everything about you? Yeah? Or is there something you believe that is lacking? Because me, I believe, if you ask me, why most marriages are crashing is respect. If you don't have respect for your partner, because you cannot be beating somebody that not been receiving beating before. You understand? Somebody that if she break plate, she'll say, I'm sorry, it's okay. Then you not slap the person. The person will be, what's this all about? So I believe in total is respect. And learn to shut up in the heat of the moment. But the more you speak, the more.
I think that's very patient.
See, you think we going and be like, where will it stop? It's like Jack at the big stop. Remember that when you plan the child will be going to heaven. Listen, it's going to happen. Somebody just say shut up or just say sorry. It's not that you are wrong, but if you don't stop it then, you hear, I'm done. It will come out from your mouth with pattern.
What you say now, like I was telling a friend of mine, I said, in this community in the future to come, we will have a lot of breakages in marriage. I thought this was the introduction that
no, I believe there will be better marriages. Because most of the people that have broken out from their marriage, if you go and ask them, they don't want to break out. Because by the time they go out, they find out how lonely. Our African society is not a good society. If you're a single girl, they will tell you. How that you sat down in church with somebody, your husband is far, the woman will believe in her mind that you are after her husband. Or you people are not sitting in the same bench. Yeah.
I think what you say now is better marriages. I think that's done with a lot of patience.
Patience and respect.
And understanding from both your partners.
Yes.
Once you have respect and understanding yourself, then you are.
And nowadays, I notice that men have this. I want to speak to men. Being stingy, doesn't make you great. I always say it. Because in those days, our parents have this understanding. If you marry a working class woman, someone like my mother, they were working class women. She had a degree, secretary study in England. But when she married my father, there was this arrangement. You go and look for a simple job so that you can take care of the children. Or you better you sit down at home and become housewife. So that's why you see most of the mothers going for teaching jobs. Majority of our olden days mothers were teachers because it makes them come back home on time, or they have stock. If they are not teachers, they have stock where they can open and close at will. Because at that time, men were not stingy. The men were working for their family. They give the woman clothes, go and make your hair, even though we're telling you, woman, don't come and make people know that I don't feed you. Go and make your hair. But nowadays, men, they are acting more like gigolos. And they are not supposed to be gigolos. Because they have good handwork. But because the woman is working in a bank, they will not start lying about every problem. They can even form their own kidnap. Just to extort money from that woman. So the woman is not feeling independent like the way a man is thinking. And that's why most marriages are breaking. So if men can sit up and say, look, I'm taking care of my woman. I'm getting a driver for you, you're pregnant. I'm going to, it's for you and my family I'm working for. I don't think women want to leave. A woman leaves when she's the one doing everything and she knows you can provide. But you don't want to do it for her. So she prefers to stay on her own and do things than doing it for two people. So I'm begging men, they should change that mindset. I don't know who started that mindset, but they should just stop. All these stingy men associations should stop. Yes, yes, they should stop. And disobedient women association should stop. So I don't know if I will call a truce. Let us call a truce here. Because we want to have better lives and better marriages. And children are looking at their parents, fighting, quarreling, shouting, divorced, separated. And you think when they grow up, they will understand. They don't understand.
I put it down, it affects society.
It affects society because there's a lot of outbursts of single mothers and baby daddies. So it's something they call family units. We pray together, we eat on the dining. I mean, when last did you all sit down on the dining table and eat? So I always tell people that I know that people times are hard, but take out time. There are free packs the government have created. So you don't need to go and look for eatery to go and sit down and eat. So you can cook food from the house, carry your wrapper or mat and lie down and use to do work. Picnic. So there are cheap ways of putting your family together. I hope you understand. Because people are thinking that it's when you take them abroad for trip. No. It is when you don't understand your family, you don't have to have problems. So your daughter that is 14 years old has started having boyfriends, but you don't know. Because you've never sat down to understand that the way she's wearing that her tight blouse is not the way a 13 or a 14-year-old usually wear tight blouse. That is when you know that one man is talking to her. So let's come back to it. Okay. Where do you see your musical career from now to 5 years?
I'm winning the big
Grammy. What about BET? People they talk BET at least now.
Yes, BET.
BET
Yeah,
at least
winning
now.
international award, BET, Grammy. You know where I'm going to.
Yeah. It's not impossible. We dream it.
Yeah.
It might come to reality.
Yeah.
You understand? So the song you're about to perform today. So Neo, are you getting ready for him? He's about to perform the song Omalicha. So it's a wedding song. I've listened to it before.
The love song.
Love, yeah, but to me, I see it as a wedding song. People who like you, you don't even know your calling. It's supposed to be when people are dancing in, perform. Yes, very, very lovely.
Yeah.
So let's listen to it. For me, I need to have the Amolicha.
Seaman, I'm only on the beat. Alright. Let's go. I love you, daddy. I love you, daddy. Let's go. I'm gonna let your baby go. I will love you forever. I will love you forever. Baby, daddy. I'm gonna let your baby go. On your wedding day, we will celebrate. Let's see, let's go. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it, baby. Together, baby. Let's go. sweet. I love you, that don't be my baby. Look into my eyes, you can see it's true. That I love you, I never go lie. I could be a Romeo, you be my Juliet. Me and you, baby, we stick together. Originally, I like your cat. Personally, they make me high. Physically, I get you fine. Are you they give me joy? I'm a rich baby, oh. I will love you forever. Oh, I will love you forever. Love you like on your wedding day, we're celebrating for the rest. Let's go. Together, baby. Together, baby. Together, baby. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. From the people who want to see us together. That's how I will be. I know you're new concept. How am I back? Shadura, that's how I will be. I know you're new concept. That's how I'm back. Let's go. Originally, I like your cat. Personally, they make me high. Physically, my girl, you fine. And you they give me joy, my baby. I'm a little baby, oh. I will love you forever. Oh, I will love you forever. Love you like a little baby. On your wedding day, we're celebrating together, baby. Together, baby. Together, baby. Together, baby, oh. Everywhere you go, I day your back, oh. We gonna follow you like say I don't go. Yaku, jọ̀wọ́ má ṣe fi mí sílẹ̀ lọ. Orékèlè wa bèbí mi ó bá ìgbọ́n. Originally, I like your waka. Personally, you make me high. Physically, my girl you fine. And you dey give me joy, my baby. Let's go. I'm a little baby, oh. I will love you forever. Oh, I will love you forever. Love me like you're a little baby. On your wedding day, we're celebrating together, baby. Together, baby. Together, baby. Together, baby. Oh, let's go. Together, let's see the night. Let's see the baby. Thank you. That's Seaman.
So let's say our goodbyes. Hey, that's our goodbye. Next Thursday. I want to say a very big thank you to everybody who tuned in.
Thank you to you.
Seaman,
Yeah, Seaman.
Neboy. How do you like to get you people on the social media?
Just check me on Seaman 700. That's my Instagram page.
Yeah.
Seaman 700.
What about you?
Neboy
Hey.
at Facebook.
Yes.
Instagram.
Udo.
042.
Udo. No, see, what people don't understand is that sometimes when we're on this show, you will notice that one musician sang more than the other. Let me tell you, the two of them came with a hit track today.
Yeah.
That is what people don't understand.
I love my nigga song, but that was
Yeah.
God bless you, Mama. That's massive.
No, it's God that, because I want you people to understand music is not easy to compose. So you are out there looking for who to sign up or who to come for your events. You are still looking for superstars. When these people are creating hits, man, call them. They're giving you your social media back to back. They are ready for you. So thank you for tuning in. Next week, Thursday, we'll have a musician and an artist. You know, artist that you can draw. He's coming to showcase his artwork. So stay tuned. Happy Sunday.
Watching,
Thank you.